is in the building.
It's Mr. Steal Your Girl. It's Mr. Steal Your Girl. Hey girl, hey girl, hey girl, hey girl, hey girl. Let go. Bottoms up, hey, ever see you cup? Got a couple bottles, but a couple ain't enough. Bottoms up, throw your hands up. Tell security we about to tear this club.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Sports Overall with Clement Hernandez. It's the first airing of hopefully much more to come. Pretty much I'm going to give you a quick intro of myself. I was born in Havana, Cuba. I came to this country when I was 7, raised in Miami, Florida, and ever since I was a small boy, I always had a passion for journalism, especially sports. Anything that has to do with sports, I was always interested, and I always had a passion for it. So it's always been my long time goal to actually become a sports anchor and just pretty much sports news that I'm able to research, have knowledge on, and watch games overall, which I do all the time, to be able to share with you guys and debate and have different suggestions of sports media and the sports news that are actually occurring at the particular moment, which we have a lot. So how this pretty much video blog is going to consist of is send me suggestions, criticisms, whatever you want to talk about, whatever you think you're proponent or an opponent of what I'm saying, and we'll make it work. We'll see what happens, and we'll put different articles and topics that you guys want to talk about. So today we have 3 main topics in my hand. What are we going to be talking about today? We're going to be talking about Miami Dolphins season-ending injury to quarterback Chad Henne.
Security, we about to tear this club up. Bottoms up, pocket full of green. Girl, you know I love the way you shake it in them jeans. Bottoms up, throw your hands up. Bottoms up.
Can I get that Tron? Can I get that Remy? Can I get that Coke? Can I get that Henny? Can I get that margarita on the rock rocks? Can I get salt? That margarita on the rock rocks? Can I get salt all around that rum tray? I was like, yo, Trey, do you think you could buy me a bottle of rosé? Okay, let's get it now. I'm with a band, keys with his friends. I don't say hi, I say keys to the Benz. Keys to the Benz, keys to the Benz. Yeah, B to the 10.
Miami Dolphins lost again. Nothing new. We lost yesterday to the New York Jets. Monday Night Football. Big hype. Supposedly, Brandon Marshall was going to get kicked out. The Animal. He wanted to change his nickname to the Animal, the Beast. All I wanted yesterday was for him to catch the ball. And he was just dropping open passes left and right, especially in the end zone. Finished the game with 6 points, and they weren't even touchdowns. There were 2 field goals. Besides having an interception returned all the way back in the hands of Darrelle Revis, thrown by our starting quarterback, Matt Moore. Chad Henne season-ending injury doesn't really impact the Miami Dolphins that much because he did play in 3 games and a half, and we didn't really see any positive side from his playing ability, so it's still not going to make a big difference that Chad Henne's there is not there. It's another loss for the Miami Dolphins, and I'm officially in for the Suck for Luck campaign that is going around. Hopefully we do get Andrew Luck from Stanford and change the whole mentality, the whole concept of the Miami Dolphins. We used to be a pride organization, and ever since, I don't know, Bill Parcells came in, the Bill Parcells era in 2008, it really hasn't been so many positives. Everybody's wondering, everybody's asking, including myself, how much more is Tony Sparano going to still be there? Tony Sparano is going to be there as long as Stephen Ross, Jeff Ireland, general manager, allows it to be. For right now, probably a couple more games. He's going to be there until they decide it's time to do an upgrade and get a new coach, which is really not going to make a difference because they're not even going to be close to the playoffs whatsoever. It's pretty much another lost year, and feel sad, consider myself a Dolphins fan as well, that we lost another year and supposedly saying that we were going to actually make the playoffs. Promises that, of course, were far from what we actually saw from the team.
Kane is in the building.
It's Mr. Steal Your Girl.
Alright, what's going on with the NBA? The NFL had the same situation. They were able to get stuff done, and that's why we're actually watching football during these days. But the NBA, they're far apart. It looks like they already lost 2 weeks from the beginning of the season. And it looks like if it continues this way, they're going to lose a lot more games. Dwayne Wade had an intense encounter with Commissioner David Stern. They're trying to work something out. All of them want to play. I want to see the Miami Heat play, especially. I'm a Miami Heat fan. I wasn't satisfied at all for what happened in the NBA Finals, which we lost to the Dallas Mavericks in 6 games, which LeBron James again was a no-show, and Dwayne Wade was back to the beginning of summer, which was the only star in the Miami Heat actually producing and playing to the level that LeBron James, Chris Bosh, and all of them should have played. So pretty much, David Stern, Derek Fisher, which is the president of the league for the players, they can't get anything going. They're far apart. The biggest proposal was a 53%, 47% to the players, 53-47%, which was going to be the split revenue between the NBA and the Association of Players, and that wasn't able to get done. Pretty much the owners want a 50-50. They don't want nothing less. They want to get that because the last deal that was done, it was really towards the player side, and the owners were really affected by the kind of revenue that was negotiated in that deal. So the owners say if there's no 50-50, there's not going to be no NBA at all. As we've seen, various players already going to play in Italy, out of seas. So hopefully we do see an NBA game, at least not just one, a couple of them, right? We're fans, we're waiting for that. We're basketball fans, so hopefully things, get fixed. At least I don't know if free agency is even going to happen, but hopefully it does. And the Miami Heat win this time. Come on, they had everything to do it. So kudos to those guys, and hopefully we get something worked out later on.
Bottoms up, pocket full of green. Girl, you know I love the way you shake it in them jeans. Bottoms up, throw your hands up. Bottoms up, bottoms up.
Can I get that Tron? Can I get that Remy? Can I get that Coke? Can I get that Henny? Can I get that margarita on the rock box? Can I get salt all around that rum tray? I was like, yo, Trey, do you think you could buy me a bottle of rosé? Okay, let's get it now. I'm with a band, keys with his friends. I don't say hi, I say keys to the Benz. Keys to the Benz, keys to the Benz. Muff, yeah, B to the 10. If I try to get cute, I'm a snuffer. Double out of money, out of done, y'all baka, then y'all baka. Then I'ma go and get my Louis Vuitton slugger. Excuse me, I'm sorry, I'm really such a lady. I rep Young Money, Slim, Baby, and we be doing donuts.
Alright, moving on now. We're going to move on to the Florida Marlins. Wow. It's another main team of mine. They're actually in the news, and it's not for being the lowest paid squad in MLB. It's actually, they hired a new manager. Very controversial. Venezuelan Ozzie Guillen. Ozzie Guillen is going to be the manager. It's not going to be 80-year-old Jack McKeon anymore, hopefully. He did get us to the 2003 World Series title, and he tried to contribute to the best of his advantage during this run. But there's a lot of things going on in the Florida Marlins. We have misguidances by Logan Morrison, young players. We need a direction. We need somebody that is going to get a good work ethic out of these young players, because we have a good, promising baseball team, but we need somebody to guide them there. Hanley Ramirez. Years back, he had a multi-million contract extension from owner Jeffrey Loria. This year, really didn't see a lot from him. He got hurt at the end, and there was problems that wasn't really listening. He wanted to do his own thing, so he was kind of a rebel. With Ozzie Guillen, hopefully this does not happen. So what difference is Ozzie Guillen going to bring to the Florida Marlins? I think he's going to bring a big amount of leadership, of strict guidelines of the things that a ball club should do to actually win, which is the main priority of any major league squad, is to win. And that'll be the main, besides the tough attitude, tough mentality to get out there, fight it out, scrub it out, look for the, it's going to be the little things that are going to be able to win. It's not going to be the home runs, the big power. It's going to be the bunts or hits. It's going to be the ability to close out games, something that is missing in these Marlins, and besides that, we're going to need leadership from the players that they gave them a promise, which is going to be Hanley Ramirez, Logan Morrison, Mike Stanton, of course. Those are going to be your key players. That's going to be your main aspect of the squad to actually produce for you. Besides, any big fish that they may land, like, they have called out names like Albert Pujols, Prince Fielder, they could be in the mix. But besides all, we're going to need the ones that are already in the team to step it up. Leave the rebelness and the egos aside. You got to work together as a team, work out your differences, and focus on one main priority, which is to win. Win ball games. That's what leads you on to the playoffs. That's what's later going to lead you on to World Series runs and perhaps titles, because I know there's enough talent with the young Florida Marlins, which is going to be the Miami Marlins when the new ballpark opens. There's enough there in stock to actually produce running championships in the making, just like the Miami Heat. We got to make the Florida Marlins powerhouse. Right, so this is going to be pretty much the end of sports overall with Clement Hernandez, the difference maker in broadcasting. I hope you enjoyed our first run. Hopefully later on much more will come. Share your opinions. They're going to be evaluated and they're going to be appreciated. Pretty much, where to find me at. It's going to be Twitter @Clement Hernandez, Facebook @Clement Hernandez. All our video, blogs, written blogs are all going to be uploaded in those social media networks. Okay? Besides that, we're also going to have a blog in WordPress.com and other websites to come. Have a great night. Enjoy it. And be easy. We'll talk sports next time. Sports overall. Thank you.